So, we sat and waited 2 years after Netflix announced XO Kitty, and we witnessed how Kitty is grabbing the spotlight and painting the town red with her own love stories at the posh Korean independent school of Seoul. It's here where we will be catching up with her long-distance boyfriend Dae and delving into the history of her late mom, Eve Song. And then, like a bolt from the blue, the spin-off hit the screens on May 18, 2023. Not even a month later, we're on the edge of our seats, eagerly counting down to Season 2. And with the curtains falling on Season 1, leaving a bunch of unanswered questions and a cliffhanger that's got us gasping, we're all dying to know what's up next for Kitty in Season 2. In this video, we'll dish out all the juicy details about XO Kitty Season 2, release dates, cast, plot details, and more. So please keep watching everything we know about XO Kitty Season 2. What's XO Kitty Season 2 is all about. When we saw Kitty, she said sayonara to KISS, the Korean independent school of Seoul for the uninitiated, and jetted off to Portland, USA. And Min-ho, played by Sang Hyun Lee, is along with her ride. Season 1 of XO Kitty wrapped up with more cliffhangers than we can count. Let's break it down here. Kitty spills the beans about her crush, and it's not Dae. And he guessed, but Yuri. Cue the heartbreak as Kitty and Dae call it quits. But is that really the end of the road for them? Just as Kitty gears up to confess her feelings for Yuri, bam! Juliana shows up, and she and Yuri are still an item. It seems that we've got a juicy love triangle brewing in Season 2 as Kitty navigates her feelings for Yuri. And Min-ho drops the love bomb on Kitty, so we're guessing he won't let her slip away that easily. Min-young, speaking to Teen Vogue, shared his hopes for Dae in Season 2, moving on from lovers to friends with Kitty. Tough, sure, but worth it to keep Kitty in his life. Plus, Kitty stumbles upon a piece of news about her mom, Eve Song. Her first love was a dude named Simon. So, who is Simon in XO Kitty? Remember the curveball letter Gina handed Kitty before she bailed out of Kiss? The one from her mom, Eve, way back when they were BFFs? Let's take a quick rewind on that. Eve's letter is all about her life got a title makeover after joining the school. But here's the kicker. She drops a name, Simon. But who on earth is Simon? Regrettably, that mystery is still as foggy as a London morning. But it's got us, and Kitty, scratching our heads. Could this Simon guy be the someone Eve used to date before she fell for Kitty's dad? Has XO Kitty been renewed for Season 2? The final of Season 1 gave us some pretty juicy hooks that seemed to hint at another season. As we said earlier, Kitty and Dae broke up. Kitty's got the hots for Yuri, and Min-ho's all loved up for Kitty. Well, come on, we need answers. And seriously, with all those storylines left hanging in the balance, it'd be downright ridiculous not to have another reason. Looking at how much love To All My Boys movies got, we're hoping the odds are in our favor. And Netflix usually makes us sweat it out for a few months before announcing if a series gets another round. So let's play detective for a second. XO Kitty has been sitting pretty in the Netflix top 10 since its release. That's gotta mean something, right? Although we won't get the official viewer status for a bit, if XO Kitty keeps up this hot streak, we're thinking it's a surefire sign for a comeback. And remember the Writers Guild of America strike? It's still ongoing. So even if Netflix gives us the green light for Season 2, it might be a hot minute before we see it on our screens. We will just have to cross our fingers and hope for fair negotiations with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which, by the way, includes Netflix. When XO Kitty Season 2 start filming? Well, our star, Anna Cathcart, aka Kitty, is studying right now, so ideally we're hoping they kick off filming during the summer break, because you know Kitty needs to hit her books too. But Netflix gotta flick the green light first, so the sooner they say go, the quicker we'll be eating our popcorn and tuning into the fresh new adventures of Kitty. And sooner will we see the XO Kitty Season 2 cast. So who's returning for a potential second round of XO Kitty? Well, nothing's set in stone. We're expecting that the main cast will return because it won't be the same without them, right? So who are we talking about? Well, of course, we've got Anna Cathcart bringing Kitty back to life. Joining her, we'd expect Min-young Choi, our favorite K-drama hunk from 25-21, to reprise his role as Dae. And you can bet we're hoping to see the real-life sibling duo Jia Kim and Sang Hyun Lee back in action as Yuri and Min-ho. And all the supporting cast, Anthony Cavan, Peter Thurnwald, Joseph Theo Augur, Bonaventure, and Reagan Alian. And hey, it's a boarding school, not a summer camp. So we will need some adult supervision, right? So fingers crossed for the return of Yeonjin Kim, Michael K. Lee, and Peter Thurnwald playing the parts of the school staff. Of course, we can't forget about the parental units. We're rooting for the return of the adored To All the Boys' parents, Dr. Convey, John Corbett, and Trina Soraya Blue, to once again add that layer of warmth and wisdom to Kitty's wild ride. And what about To All Our Boys alumni? Will we see Lena Condor or Noah Centineo popping in for a cameo? And what about Gina Parrish and the oldest Convey sister? Well, that's anyone's guess, and hey, who knows? We might even spot some fresh faces, including the mysterious Simon from Kitty's mom's past. How many episodes will EXO Kitty Season 2 have? Based on the first season of EXO Kitty, we've got a pretty good blueprint to go by. Season 1 treated us to 10 awesome episodes, each around the 30-minute mark, just the perfect bite-sized piece of entertainment. Now, if we're betting, we will put our money on the Season 2 following the same playbook. But hey, who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us. After all, isn't that what we love about Kitty? She always keeps us on her toes. Lesser-known facts about EXO Kitty. On one set in Korea, she's wrestling with her suitcase up some stairs for the scene. But out of nowhere, a local superhero swoops in. Totally clueless that it's all part of the act. And lends a helping hand. Hilarious, right? But the Anna Cathcart scoop doesn't end there. Did you know the showrunners initially wanted her to dye her auburn hair black to match Lana Condor's hair? But Anna said, nope, my hair, my rules. And isn't that just so Kitty of her? Standing up for what she believes in? Now, moving from hair to homes, Anna had to pack up her life and move to Seoul for 4 months to film the series. But just like her on-screen character, Kitty, Anna embraced the adventure. And she didn't just find a new city, she found a new family among her EXO Kitty castmates. And their offset bounding rituals? But enough about Anna. Let's shift gears and talk about our heartthrob, Lee Sang-hyun, who graces our screens as the suave Min-ho. Can you believe EXO Kitty was his acting debut? And when he's not stealing scenes, he's climbing walls as an avid rock climber. Plus, his real-life sister, Jia Kim, also stars in the series as Yuri. What is EXO Kitty about? This is a fresh 10-part series starring Anna Cathcart as Kitty. Kitty is Lara Jean's spunky little sister from To All the Boys. She is off on a wild adventure. She's going to a luxury boarding school in Seoul, South Korea to meet her boyfriend, Dae, and to walk the halls her late mom once roamed. But as soon as she touches down in Seoul, Kitty, our resident love guru, finds herself in a pickle. Turns out relationships are a whole lot messier than she bargained for. She's thrown into romance, heartbreak, and more relationships than she can juggle. EXO Kitty is your one-stop shop for everything that's oh so sweet about teen romances and K-dramas. You've got it all: slow-mo moments that make your heart flutter, spicy family drama, and of course, a soundtrack studded with K-pop bangers from Twice, BTS, Bluepink, and more. Who's in charge of EXO Kitty? Jenny Han, the mastermind behind the To All the Boys books, is the one who's in charge of EXO Kitty. Alongside Sascha Rothschild, she's steering the EXO Kitty series. Han even confessed at Netflix's Tundum that they've fallen head over heels for Lara Jean's story, and they're thrilled to give Kitty her own chance to shine, free from her sister's shadows. Rothschild said she's stepping into the limelight, taking the baton from Lara Jean.